Face it, you're lost, you're dusty, and you've had low libido since Linsanity back in 2013. Basically, you're broke. Oh, you said you not? Then prove it. Make it rain on the like button right now. Support the channel. And to those of you who did, thank you for hitting the like button. But you're still broke. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked the video about Black Friday sales.
Well, let's be nice.
Yeah.
Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Ah, yes, Black Friday, the day after the world celebrates the beginning of the genocide of Native Americans by stuffing their face with greasy food that's sure to shave a few months off of your life. It's a day in which Americans line up in long, single-file lines like kindergartners at 3 in the morning. It's been a tradition for decades to step on your half-asleep neighbor's neck in order to get that big screen TV that's at least 25% off, because being half asleep ain't enough. You might as well put them permanently to sleep for that 80-inch LG, am I right? After all, you are a boomer who still doesn't know Cyber Monday exists. Seriously, Black Friday is a day in which the worst side of American culture rears its head. For so many of you to claim to hate capitalism, y'all sure love to participate in it, and in its final form, might I add. But hey, I ain't here to judge, I'm here to help, and not because I care, but because my channel needs that watch time to help it grow. So why not make a Black Friday themed video? So, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you games you should consider picking up on Black Friday because you're broke, dusty, and have low libido. Before we get into it, let's lay a few ground rules down so we're all on the same page. First and foremost, I'm not saying any of these games will be on sale at your local store of choice. There's no way for me to actually know, seeing as I'm recording this ahead of time. All I'm saying is if you see these games on sale for Black Friday 2022, then go for it. Don't come in my comment section writing whole novels crying about how your local Piggly Wiggly ain't got the game I listed on sale in Willacoochee, Georgia. Nobody held a ray gun to your head and forced you to live in the small town of Cousin Fucker, Alabama. That's your problem. Got it? Get it? Good. Next, understand I'm not listing these games in any particular order, so don't interpret this as a top 10, but just as recommendations. I'm only recommending games that I've played, so if you don't see something here, I might have never played it, and I won't talk about stuff that I have not played. I'm focusing on new or fairly new games, so basically games released within the last 3 years, because who cares if a 5-year-old game is on sale? Let's start this list off with a shocker. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd recommend picking up NBA 2K23 for Black Friday if you love basketball. If you don't watch my streams over at twitch.tv/TheBlackHokage, then you might not be aware that I actually like this year's game. When I was doing stuff for G4, I pushed for reviews of sports games as well as a bunch of other stuff, but they refused to support the idea, citing their audience wasn't interested in that mess. And now they don't have an audience. Interesting. Anyways, the main thing I do love about this year's 2K is the change to the stamina system. Long gone are the days of the dribble gods, so it forces people to play more team ball. Now, microtransactions still ruin this game, so you're gonna have to buy VC if you want to play online, especially since you're behind. But if you want to catch it on sale for Black Friday, it will ease the blow of that terrible 5-7 two-way slasher build you're planning to make. Fun fact, the PS5 released back in the fall of 2020. Now, Returnal and Demon's Souls Remastered are niche games, so for the longest, the PS5 only had one exclusive game that appealed to most people. 2 years later, it now has a whopping 2 with the release of God of War Ragnarok. That first game I'm talking about is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. If you love platformers that pay homage to the golden age of platformers in the 90s and early 2000s, then you're gonna love this game. It's fast, fluid, vibrant, and it does a great job of showcasing the power of the PS5's M2 SSD with the way you transition through levels almost instantly, pepper in that Ratchet & Clank charm, and there you have a game worth playing. Doom Eternal is hands down one of the best shooters that I've played in a long time. It's a reason so many clones like Metal Hellslinger and Bullets Per Minute exist. At first glance, it looks like a generic shooter, but Doom Eternal is a true test of a player's reflex. You have to keep moving and killing because that's how you're rewarded with health and ammo. The levels are also designed to allow the player to get creative when it comes to traversing it. It's gruesome, challenging, and the platforming was a pleasant surprise. Combine that with the fact that this game has a fire heavy metal soundtrack that does a great job of keeping you in the zone to kick some ass, and you're bound to sink plenty of hours into this game. So don't cheat yourself out of playing it, or you're doomed eternally. care who I annoy. Any chance I get to preach the gospel of the original Mass Effect trilogy, I will. There's a reason I beat this game 12 times. It's on my Mount Rushmore of video games. Mass Effect, if you're unfamiliar with it, is a space drama that allows you to make choices, and those choices affect the game, and they carry through all 3 games. This is a third-person cover shooter that allows you to use space magic known as biotics, and it's fire. If you've never played this series, first off, shame on you. Second, this is the best way to experience it. The visuals, the resolution, and the frame rate have all been improved. There's been quality of life changes made to the game, plus the UI has been improved, plus you get all the DLC. There's like 60 pieces of DLC. What's not to like? The Krogan?
Damn it!
You know, I had a hard time adding this one to the video, but then I sat down and I said to myself, you know, statistically speaking, there has to be someone out there that owns a PlayStation and hasn't played the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And to that person, I say, what? Are you out of your mind? Seriously, why do you own a PlayStation? This is one of the sole reasons too. This game is gorgeous, the combat's amazing, the bosses and the set pieces are top tier, and the story is still as engaging as ever. Not to mention, they changed some things up from the original game, so expect some plot twists if you have played the original Final Fantasy VII. Plus, it should be dirt cheap at this point. Please play it. Now, this is a game that flew under many folks' radar. When it was first announced, it made some noise because of the gorgeous art style, but the hype train stopped long before the release. Since the game dropped, Kenna's developed a cult-like following, and deservingly so. It's a beautiful platformer with challenging combat. Do not be fooled by the cutesy art style. This is more like a Soulsborne game than anything else. The difference is the world is vibrant, so you're gonna want to explore and try to unlock as much as possible. Kenna is an underrated game that unfortunately got overshadowed by other releases the year that it dropped, but it is what it is. Okay, so for the next 3 games, I'm going to speed run them real quick because I feel like they speak for themselves. Ghost of Tsushima. If you have not played this,
Listen, you son of a bitch. What the fuck's your problem?
Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. If you have not played this,
What the fuck's your problem?
Elden Ring. If you have not played this,
I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. What the fuck's your problem?
last but not least, I recommend giving Sifu a shot if you catch it on sale. Released back in February, I feel like a lot of people forgot about this game, mainly because the internet moves so quickly, but this is one of the best games of 2022. And it comes from the creators of Absolver. You play a man taking down a criminal organization using Kung Fu. The twist is, every time you die, you get older, so you have to finish the game before you hit your 70s or you're gonna croak. This is a high-skill game with dope combos that rewards quick reflexes. It's been awesome to watch people do no-hit speed runs, and the mod community is strong in this game as well. They have various mods that add features and tweak the gameplay, but they also have tons of character mods that allow you to play as people such as Red Hood, Spider-Gwen, CJ, Shaggy, Chun-Li, and so many others. There's literally like 100 pages of mods for Sifu. Now, I know watch time is important here on the good old YouTubes, but I'm tired of talking, so these next few games I'm about to speedrun. They dropped later in the year of 2022, and since that's the same year this video is dropping, don't expect these games to be on sale for Black Friday. Just hope they are, and if they are, then pick them up. Those games include Bayonetta 3, God of War Ragnarok, Cult of the Lamb, Spider-Man Remastered swings its way onto PC, Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed, The Last of Us Part 1 on PS5, if it's like for some reason you still have not played that game, Splatoon 3, Metal Hellsinger, Tunic, Dragon Ball The Breakers, A Plague's Tale Requiem, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Evil West, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And there it is. I hope you enjoyed this video of me recommending games for Black Friday as much as I did producing it. If you did, please consider hitting the like button to help my channel grow. Not only does hitting the like button help my channel grow, but it's free, unlike all the games I shared in this video that you can't afford.